What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and welcome back to Farm Life. Today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a shorter video. It's going to be some tips and some fixes for some of the glitches, as well as telling you guys how the basics about how to tame and breed the different animals is actually not too complicated once you realize what you have to do. And then I'm going to talk about butter and how we can't get it. First things first, let's handle some of the big glitches that we've been solving as a community. Now, these aren't all of them, it's just some of the big ones that we've actually been able to find fixes for. Number one, people who have been downloading the map, a lot have been saying they can't even get it to open. Like, they go to open it, it instantly either crashes or simply doesn't load in and kicks them back out. One of the fixes that I like to use when this is happening is I like to go back through and make sure I have enough space on my hard drive. No matter what device you're on, any maps that you have take up space. So if you're not using a map and you haven't used it and you're having this problem, make sure to delete it. Go back through all the different maps that you've been playing through. If you have a long list and there's a bunch of maps you haven't done anything with in a long time, get rid of them. Delete them, and that should free up space, and then that helps these maps run a lot better, especially a big map like this one. There's a lot going on. Next tip: if the game is downloading and you're able to start it, but things aren't spawning properly, like a lot of people have been saying, like they come in and basically nothing's here. All the custom terrain and custom buildings aren't here. It's just a normal survival seed. Stop, delete the map, and then reinstall it. That's one of the big ways to fix that. Now, let's get to another issue, a bigger one. The harvester. So many people have been having a problem with the harvester. And one of the big issues with the harvester is that they'll start out using it and it'll work fine. You get in, you hit the jump input, whatever that is on whatever platform that you're on, and it should lower the harvester, and then you can start harvesting the different plants. What people have been doing is they've been turning off mob briefing. If you turn off mob briefing, that isn't affecting the harvester for some strange reason. There's a chance that if you turn mob briefing off, the harvester's not going to work. There's not a chance, it's pretty much almost confirmed. I tried it out and it did stop working for me when I turned mob briefing on. So for some strange reason, it's tied to that. So make sure that's done. Another thing is, say you haven't turned it off, check to make sure it's actually on. A lot of people it's been turning itself off for some strange reason. To check that, go to settings, go to game, scroll down to cheats, and you should be able to see mob briefing right here. Just make sure it is on. Because if you turn it off, I know it sucks because you really want to turn it off, because for some strange reason this map breeds creepers like it's going out of style. Even like I still get them on this map all the time, and I went purposely lighting up the whole entire area as best I can with torches, and they still spawn pretty crazily. The last glitch, if this game is barely functioning for you, it does not work with the beta. So a lot of people have been downloading the beta for Minecraft, forgetting that they've downloaded it and trying to do a lot of these maps, and they're not working properly or not working at all. So if you have the beta version of Minecraft, that's going to stop you from actually doing what you need to do on a lot of these maps, these big maps like that. It's not going to work well because they weren't designed to work with the beta. So that's on with glitches. Let's start to take a look at the different animals now. I'll have to show you sheep later because a creeper got into my sheep little habitat here and blew all my sheep away. But sheep is easy. Most of the animals are easy. The same thing applies. The only thing that gets a little different and more complicated is the cows and the bulls. But for the pigs and the sheep, let me go down to the pigs and show you. They'll eat pretty much most of the crops that you grow. They'll eat. But the key is this: you have to breed the same type with the same type. So you can't breed the pink spotted pig with the regular pink pig. You have to breed the pig with the same ones, and then they'll make another one. That's just how it is. Same breeds will breed. Oh wait, no, those are different breeds, aren't they? Yep, those are different breeds. They're not going to breed. This is a different type of pig. See how that one's lighter and that one's a little bit darker? Let's see. There we go. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. See, the brown pigs, they made a little brown one. That's how it works. Same thing with the chickens as well. The white chicken, again, I wanted to show you guys, but again, a creeper. I'll fly to another one to show you, because the chickens actually do have a unique way they breed as well. So I'll fly to one of the other farms that still has chickens that, you know, didn't get blown up by a creeper. But as for the bulls and the cows, this is different. Now you have the regular cows breed just like normal vanilla Minecraft cows. You feed them, which again, they eat most of the different crops, and then they'll breed. But as you can see, there are bulls, different bulls. You tame them by feeding them, and then you can ride them like a horse. So this particular black one, you can do it. This one here, that's in the ground, I believe that's a longhorn. They can be tamed and ridden. That's the only difference between them. Again, they eat most of the crops that you grow. Not all, most. Mostly, I know for a fact all the different vegetable ones work for sure. The fruits might change. Same thing with the pigs. I believe you can feed them just about most of the crops, and they'll do the same thing. But let's go ahead and fly to another one, and I'll show you about the chickens. One of the things people have been running into with the chickens is that they find nests, and they're like, well, how do I pick them up? You don't pick them up. You simply leave them where they're at. If you have a breed of chicken you want to do that, make sure you have them in the area you want them, and then most of the seeds in the game will work for them. Let's see. Same thing with the geese. If you want to know if a seed will work, if you hold it in your hand and they actually come to you, then you know that's the seed that will work on them. Then they'll get together and boom, a nest. You cannot pick up the nest. A lot of people were trying to pick these up. You can't. Leave them be. They'll hatch on their own. And the geese are pretty much the same way. Now, if you don't have seeds in your hand, especially with the geese, they will just fly away. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, they'll just fly away, and they are really quick about it. But if you have a seed they want, they'll follow you. And now they breed a little bit differently. When you actually get two of them to not fly into the air, you get two of them in close proximity and feed them, they'll actually produce a baby goose right off the bat. They will not lay eggs, which is weird. The ducks pretty much do the same thing that the chickens do. But you need to match up the same ones with the same ones. As for goats, goats act just like cows. You feed them, they breed, and you can milk them. Now, the butter situation. I cannot figure out how to make butter. And I've tried everything. I have gone into creative. I have made sure I've had all the different ingredients. I've had cow's milk. I've got goat milk, even though it's just milk. It's about the same. I've went to every single crafting table. maybe they must have forgot to add a butter turner. And I think they meant to do that, and they just never got around to it. Because I can't do it. I can't find it. Now, I'm thinking if you want butter, the only way to get it is you're going to have to go to creative. Like, go into creative, make a bunch of butter, then go back into survival. Like, that's going to be the only way you get butter in this game. Because I can find the recipes that require butter, but I can't find butter itself. Which is kind of getting on my nerves. Because I tried, guys. I tried for hours to figure out what I was doing wrong with the butter. And I couldn't. I could not at all. And I even went to the crafting table here, because this is where all the recipes are for all the different things you need to make. And there's a lot of things, a good amount of things that take butter. And I can't figure out where to get it. Like, because I know it's in the game, I just don't know where to get it. So, for now, unless somebody down in the comment section knows something I don't know, maybe there's a piece of equipment I missed, but I went through everything in the game. I went to creative and went through all the different devices that I could find anything. There's no butter turn or anything that they added, because it's not in creative. So maybe I missed it. I mean, I even put it in an oven. I did everything. I tried putting it in a cauldron. I tried even doing a potion station. Nothing. Like, I do not know how to make butter. I do not believe it's in the game. So if you're someone that's trying to make butter, don't waste your time. Just go to creative, give yourself a whole bunch of butter, put it in a chest, and then go back to survival. Because I'm sorry, I can't do it. I've tried. I tried everything. So if you figured it out, let me know. Let us know in the comment section down below. As for the rest of the animals, the only other thing that you can breed is rabbits, but there's really no purpose to it. Again, just feed them and they'll breed. I had a farm that had them, but then the foxes got into them and killed all of them. And there was a lot in there. 2 foxes. So I'm like, all right, well, we're not going to worry about them. But as you can see, chickens, geese, ducks, pretty much are the same when it comes to just feed them seeds. Cows and different bulls will eat most of the different crops. Pigs will just about eat all the crops. And that's about it. Sheep, same thing. They'll eat mostly corn and vegetables like that. And again, same sheep. That's the only thing you need to worry about with breeding the animals. Same type with the same type. If you put 2 different ones in a pen, no longer how long or how much you feed them, they are not going to breed. So like I said, it's not hard to figure out. It's just something a lot of people were having to struggle with and wanted to know how to do. Okay, guys. If you have any big glitches with this map that you need answers for, leave it in the comment section down below. As a community, we've been answering a lot of questions. So a big shout out to the community. I'm not going to shout out to one individual person because there's been a lot of people. We've all been working together. So as a community, I think that's awesome. So let's keep going. There's still a lot of big glitches that we still need to figure out in this map. It's an awesome map, but it's got a couple glitches that can hinder you. But apart from that, thank you for watching the video. If you made it through the whole entire video, you're awesome. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. If this video helped you, make sure to leave that like and hit that notification button. Alright guys, Average Arcader out.